Every real cowboy like myself knows how lonely it is out on the open range, which is why I listen to the Cowboy Boys podcast. With best contractually obligated friends, Shayne Smith and Mac Arthur, the Cowboy Boys will comfort your soul better than any disease-ridden saloon gal ever could. Cowboy Boys.
Now we're recording.
So I was like, I will not be doing that, and now I'm literally uncomfortable.
You would not call your lover a racial slur if she asked you to?
Here's my thing. I would call her it if I loved her.
Oh, if she was your lover, not just some random.
You don't call a hookup a racial slur, no matter how
fair.
comfortable you are with them.
That is.
You have to really trust them.
No, I lied. I would call someone I'm hooking up with a honky.
I feel that would pull me out of the mood.
Why?
I'm not a honky.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if a white girl was like, "Do it,"
To call her a honky.
call me a honky.
Welcome to Cowboy Boys, episode one something with Madison.
Hey.
I don't know your last name.
Sinclair.
Sinclair.
Yes.
I know, it's
Whoa.
fancy, like the gas
Wow.
station, the dinosaur gas
Yep.
station.
Is that
Yeah.
your favorite? Were they a sponsor? Have we
Yeah,
checked?
I drink their gas all the time.
With Madison Sinclair.
Do you? You should get a photo riding the dinosaur. My favorite thing about the
Yeah.
Sinclair gas station is all the dinosaurs have a little sign taped to it that says "Don't ride the dinosaur."
Really?
Yeah, if you go like every single dinosaur is like a sign someone who works at the gas station had to make because they're like people keep fucking riding the dinosaur.
Madison Sinclair seems like you should be an what is the new hyperpop?
Oh, one of those.
Like
Yeah.
a hyperpop artist.
Well, after my parents named me, like Sinclair's actually my middle name, but I go by it. That's like professionally is like my last name.
Oh.
Guess who else does that?
Who?
Not someone on this
Oh.
podcast.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like a dumbass was like Smith seems fine and just went with it. God damn it!
Don't reveal.
I know I regret it every day.
But they named me Madison Sinclair, and then they were driving down like a week later as like a baby in the back seat, and they passed a strip club, and it was like special guest Madison Sinclair.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No
She's
way.
like a huge porn star. Yeah, and my parents didn't know.
Have you looked her up?
She's dead. Yeah.
Oh, most
Oh, okay. No, well, that's not what I meant. I meant did you watch her porn? But I'm glad I know
no.
that you're like, did you have a hand in it? Like, is she okay? You're like, no, there can only be one.
She like Highlander.
Yeah, dude.
hot blonde pog that loves to fuck. Madison Sinclair.
Blonde Pog, the original Pog. Cheers to Madison,
Cheers.
dude.
Rest in peace.
Was she a pog?
I don't.
Do you
This
know?
was in the. I don't know what a pog is. What is a pog?
A
Pog-
fat ass white girl.
Mm.
Yeah, it's an acronym.
Okay.
Fat with a PH.
You know when you're
Okay.
like searching one-handed and you don't have time to type
So
out
you're
a
just
poll.
like-
You got to get there. Well, that's cool. I like that.
A Pog from back in the 90s or whatever. when-
Pogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you
oh,
remember
oh, I mean,
Pogs?
also Pogs.
Pogs
but-
from the 90s?
Yeah, yeah.
Or are you talking about Pogs from the porn star?
I'm talking about the porn star.
No.
Fat ass white girls in the 90s were a different type of. I think a fat ass girl back then would be just like a regular girl now.
She's like 150. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's-
But back then, because
yeah,
girls'
yeah.
asses we've figured it out somehow. Like something happened.
It's the chemicals in the water that turn the frogs gay.
Yeah.
They're also making, feminizing men and making women's asses fatter.
It's true. I
If
mean,
you subscribe to InfoWars, you would know all this. if you were a daily listener.
dude, Infowars is actually a good website.
I don't know why you're telling me.
No, because I do a news show, and every time we cover something, if I pull an article from Infowars, it's always funny.
Yes.
That's the end. It's just good. It's
That's
just
how
funny.
the Drudge Report is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Is,
like
is that
very,
conservative?
very conservative,
Oh,
but they
they're
have like
hyper.
crazy stories. There was like something about like I don't know.
I love the New York Post.
Oh yeah,
They're
they have
great. They'll report on like a real thing. They'll be like 5 killed in Afghanistan,
Mhm.
and then they'll be like Trump, and then they'll say something just insane like Obama's gay. And then you're like, what? Wait,
Well,
what? What was that part?
You're forgetting their like headline game is bar none.
Yeah.
It'll be like Obama, Obummer, and then they're like, oh, like
I would.
So good.
Would you write for the New York Post?
Absolutely. I'd write for anyone.
Oh, I know you would.
I would. Oh.
Mac has
No morals. No
no
scruples.
morals. When I first met him, he was a good guy,
And then it's just
and
gone
then
downhill.
it all fell apart immediately.
Wow.
Honestly, Mac got one hot girlfriend, and then it was all over from there. He was like, "Oh,
I'm evil now.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
he's evil
Just
Mac."
a little. You meet one LA girl as a farm boy from Utah, and your career path is over. You can't handle they them pussy.
It's so true.
It's too much.
She was blowing your back out.
Sometimes. Wait, were you going to ask her? Or you were going to ask Madison if she would ever
Yeah.
sell out?
Would you write headlines for the New York Post?
Well, no, but also because they don't pay a lot.
But what if they did?
What if how much like they pay like? I'm trying to think what my price point was to work for the New York. If they were like
$100 a headline.
no,
Just
what?
To come,
They're so
No.
easy.
just to come up
It's
with
so
like,
easy.
yeah, headline.
Wait. Here, I'm gonna create some news, and then you
Okay.
could do the
No,
headline. You're
no,
gonna make
no,
an easy
okay.
$100.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Here's Trump. No. Let's see. Biden falls down while playing golf.
You could do Biden. 'Cause it's already one. They just
Yeah.
already do the hack joke, and then
And they
Yeah.
go,
Biden falls. Okay, Biden. Like that's-
Biden plays golf for the score of his IQ. I don't know. I guess it is harder than you think it is.
maybe they're great people.
no, writers usually have more than they don't think of stuff on the spot. They sit there and drink coffee.
And
It's
then
true,
they're
they
like,
do,
yeah.
a lot
and they
easier.
have an environment that with everyone at the New York Post where they're like rooting for them. Yeah, this is
Interns.
What?
They have interns to do all the work for them.
We need an intern. We could get one technically.
What do you mean?
An intern,
Just
like a
unpaid?
person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
What do
all
you mean?
about-
What do you mean unpaid?
I'm all about unpaid interns.
Yeah.
I don't think that's illegal now.
My other show has
Yeah.
a paid intern.
Yeah,
It's illegal now.
yeah. You have to pay interns now,
How
Well,
much?
what do you got to pay him though?
like minimum wage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not a problem. That's so
Yeah.
nothing. So almost nothing. Absolutely. Yeah, I would pay an intern nothing. My other show has an intern, and she doesn't do a lot, I'll be honest. I don't think she listens to this show, so I feel safe just
Just
besmirching
telling her that she's.
Honestly, though, good for her. This isn't like it's not me shredding her character. She just, she gets to be an intern. I think she gets college credits, and she just gets to chill out.
You know what? I will be the first to say, fuck your other podcast. I'm going to start a podcast to podcast beef, and then you're going to be in the middle of it.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
You gonna fight my other co-host?
Yeah. I'll fight Corinne.
Dude, Corinne's scary.
Yeah, I know, but
I
I'll
was
fight
at, I think she'll win.
her. Have you met her?
No, she just seems like she would fight you.
She's
I don't know.
She's a badass chick,
Yeah.
but I am a dumb big guy, and I could take a lot of blows.
Yeah.
So
Who knows?
I got the Homer Simpson syndrome. It's just I won't fall down.
You could just
You'll
be
be-
punched over and over and over
The wheel
again.
wobble.
That's
That's
usually how it goes.
Truly the best
Yeah.
strategy for a fight.
Just to like.
To be able to just absorb as much damage as possible.
Have you ever been in a fight?
No, I did. What I was saying, I just did a knife class, and they were the guy who taught it. He carries 8 knives with him at any given time. It's terrifying.
Like Blade the Vampire Hunter?
Yeah.
That seems excessive.
Fuck yeah.
And he was super fat, and he was like trying to get us to push him over. It was like one part of it, and he couldn't. He's like, I have a great core. He was like this fat
Yeah.
guy. And he,
You're
she
like,
really-
nah, I feel like you're just built like
So
a car, bro.
How many people took that knife class?
It was only like 8 people.
Was it like was
One
it like
person per night.
Oh,
Coincidence?
yeah.
I think not.
I'm gonna be sexist right now. Was it like a lady knife class or was it like a
No,
personal
I was
defense
the only
or
woman
just
there.
you're the only woman and
And-
so there was men trying to push another fat man down. They couldn't do it.
And it was fucked up because like we had to go in like pairs, and like we were practicing these moves, and I kept having to like you have a main artery in your leg, and they're like stab the main artery.
Yeah.
And I kept doing it, and I was punching him in the dick, and like the guy didn't
Nice.
want to say anything, so he did
Because-
like an aside, and he's like, "Hey, she's been punching me in the dick for like 10 minutes."
Yeah.
I love the idea of someone taking someone else's
Yeah.
side. Listen, she's got a knife. I don't want to say anything, but she's been punching me in the dick, and I need you to do something. Arbitrate.
No,
this.
don't say anything to her. I want it to keep happening. I just need you.
What if he goes to not even complain? Like, hey, yo, bro, she's been punching me in the dick for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
I think she wants it.
hell yeah.
Did you learn any cool moves though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I got this. Actually, I have.
Let's see.
No.
If you had to kill me
where's
and
my jacket?
If you had
I
to
don't know where my
kill, is you're wearing it right now?
jacket is.
No, there's
The
a
one over there.
Oh.
G2.
I have my
She's
Yojimbo.
she's going LA mode.
Yeah.
She can't handle the 50-degree weather.
It's been chilly.
If you had to kill
If I had to,
both of me and Shayne right now with a knife, who would you attack first?
who would I attack?
Or do you not want to divulge that, just in case?
I would have I think you first, because I feel like
Because I'm the bigger, more threatening guy.
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. That's right.
She could take you out easy after I'm down. Sorry, Shayne.
This is
You know, I have a friend who was stabbed, and they were like, he was fat, and they're like, good job. You just absorbed the stab.
Yeah.
Nothing bad happened to you.
That is one reason to be fat.
Yeah, stabbing
pretty-
doesn't really do much, is what we learned in the
I
class.
heard getting shot is almost preferable to getting stabbed, though.
Yeah, getting stabbed. I mean, getting stabbed will kill you, depending, but it's just... I've been stabbed. Someone tried to stab me in the leg. I have a
Let's
tattoo,
see.
a tattoo
Wave that
around
knife
it.
around. Let's see.
Yeah.
No, they just told us to
Did you get this on the... No, there's soda in
No,
there.
no, it'll be it's very sharp.
Yes,
Did
it looks
you
sharp.
bring that on the plane?
Yeah, I checked it.
Nice.
So, but I've been told that it's illegal. I was told that I could have got arrested because I brought it to the VA.
There's a lot of illegal things in New York that
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
Elizabeth.
you can get arrested for.
Yeah. A lot of quotation marks around like, hey, don't do this. Technically, jaywalking's illegal.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
but who
So I've been
fucking cares?
breaking tons of laws. So
Listen,
I'm fine.
if someone attacks you and you stab them with that knife, just be like, I took the knife from him.
there we go.
That's the
And
move.
then we don't
I love
release
that. By the way, I love when you pointed at me with the knife and jabbed it towards me. That was my favorite part of that interaction, where you menacingly were like, "Hey, thank you for the advice."
So, what's your plan if the attacker has a gun?
Oh, if anything, they said that they ran things and said that basically if you have a knife and you know how to use it and someone else has a gun,
Yeah,
you're you actually have an advantage because it takes longer to take the gun out.
that seems like something they would tell you at knife class.
Yeah.
At
no,
my
this-
gun class, they told me the opposite.
But this guy also loved guns. He's a psychopath. This
Yeah.
guy's his whole life is
He
he's
sounds
obsessed with murder.
He sounds like one of those nerds who's like really like, and I don't want to be rude about people's body types.
I'll be
but
rude about
he's,
it.
He's like a real out of shape fucking guy.
Like if I gained 50 pounds,
Yeah,
and then I
yeah.
started going around being like, I need to register my hands. as
And
deadly
yeah,
weapons.
and he's just like, basically where they think they're in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's his whole fantasy. He wears coats. He has a lot of knives. He brings a gun when he can, and he's like, he wants someone to rob the Wendy's that he eats at 3 times a day. That's like
Yeah.
his obsession.
I think that he wants to be a hero. He's like, can I walk you to your car? And I was right outside the place. He's just make sure you get in safe.
You just stab his dick immediately. I learned this from watching you.
Yeah.
That's so fucking, dude. People who do classes like that are, I mean, they could be cool sometimes. It's also good to just practice. Have you ever done like jujitsu or anything?
That's what I'm gonna start doing. I got the G.
The
The
gi?
The gi. They're gi. I
Yeah,
always said
yeah,
at first
yeah.
I called it a GI.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
literally
not,
thought you were referencing the G train. I was like,
No,
what?
no. The gi.
the gi.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I got a gi.
You're gonna
So.
look so fucking cool.
It's
No, you're not. I feel like everyone who's in a gi just looks like a big kid.
that's what
Yeah,
I'm
like-
You
afraid
know,
of.
because you look like a child, like you're just standing there, like, "Mom, I threw up," but you're like wearing your costume.
It's a Christian one too.
What?
Because it was
What?
given to me by my friend Tracy, and she's like, just so you know, I went to a Christian Brazilian jiu-jitsu place, and there's Bible verses on it. And
Oh,
there's a huge
hell
cross.
yeah.
That's pretty cool. I wonder what the verse. There's some pretty cool verses they could put on there, though.
Are you a believer?
No,
You might be after
I might be after
you
I-
feel the power of Christ going from the soul you're choking out into your body.
I want to go to a Christian jiu-jitsu class with Austin 316 on my
That'd be good.
and see if they notice.
I think Stone Cold Steve Austin has a Christian fan base.
he really does.
I don't think he's.
he genuinely does.
I don't think there's a lot of overlap in that community. I don't think anyone will be pissed.
Dude, do you think Jesus Christ would have been a fan of professional wrestling?
I think he is a fan. What do you mean? What do you think he would have been? He's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lives in all of us.
Exactly.
In our hearts.
Especially those type of people that love professional wrestling.
True.
Invalids, the slow.
Yeah.
People like me and you.
It's true. We were gonna go to wrestling tonight
Where's it at?
at Barclays Center.
What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was gonna get because
Yeah.
for our new roommate, they invited us, but then they gave away the tickets. I was gonna buy new tickets, but there's no tickets in their section, so I decided not to go.
Dude, fuck
But it
them.
was like Monday Night Raw or whatever, or Sunday night something.
Slam.
Listen, it doesn't matter. The rest of the big, huge, muscly, oiled up dudes were gonna fucking throw each other around a ring.
Do you think it's real?
No, but
What's your opinion?
we did this. We had this class where they could teach anyone how to be a professional wrestler.
I don't know about anybody.
Not any. I mean, it does seem pretty hard.
Yeah.
But I was like, we did it for like a shoot that we were on where they were teaching people how to do it, and I found it super. I feel like it was kind of empowering. I'm like, I would want to do this. I feel like my confidence would go up if I knew how to professional wrestle.
What kind of character would you be? Would you be a heel or a good guy?
I want to be a heel because I feel like I'm like nice and like people like kind of take advantage of that in real life. So
yeah.
I'd want to be like evil.
I feel like you're evil in your stand up a little bit.
Yeah, it's like
So you could merge the two worlds and just be like, what if you roasted so you were a professional wrestler and you roasted someone so hard they broke character? Like, what the fuck was that? What the hell?
I told you not to tell anyone about it.
You do a lot of roasts?
Yeah.
And then have you ever made anyone like just like, what the fuck?
I'm trying to think. I think that like I hurt someone's feelings because there was something that was like very specific that I did about their body, and they were just like,
Yeah.
they're like, why'd you say that my body's shapeless?
It's because you were on stage and we're comedians. and
Yeah.
we're trying to hurt each other's feelings for a laugh.
Yeah.
Like for money, for professionally. Okay.
I accidentally outed someone as a stripper in front of their parents.
Oh fuck.
Accidentally.
Well, here's what happened. We were roasting our friend, and he was
Mhm.
dating a stripper. And I said, I've seen, and this is a paraphrase. It was much better worded at the time. I was very proud of this joke.
Yeah.
I was like, I've seen your stand-up, and I actually did see her strip, and I've seen her stripping, and I don't know which one's sadder or something.
I
It was
remember
like something
her.
to that extent, yes.
Was it the guy, our friend who lives in New Zealand now?
Yes. And then
Shout out to Dr. Falco.
yeah, Dr. Falco. Thanks. But he is a doctor now.
Oh fuck.
But
Yeah, what?
yeah. But like anyway, she was like, "I'm here with my parents." And I was like, "Oh. I mean, it's a joke." And they were like, "Are you really a stripper?" And I was like, "I'm going to move on to the," and then I was just like, "Mac, you're fat." And just like went on to the next thing like while they're having a crisis.
I remember her because she was she was like a, I don't want to say, how do I put this lightly? She was like very feminist, and she was doing stripping to like figure out what the underbelly of the world of stripping, how it like took advantage of women.
Mhm.
But she was a stunningly like hot girl. So when she was stripping, she's like, yeah, I'm making more money. I'm making a couple $1,000s every weekend. So I might keep doing this.
yeah. She was
There's-
doing it as like an
Yeah.
anthropological experiment.
Yeah, she
And
got into it to like get like, oh, this is bad, and this is, and she's like, okay, well, this is working out better than fucking college. is.
yeah. She was like this incredibly affluent, super fucking crazy hot girl from a
Yeah.
really good Mormon family, and she was like, sex work is. She was one of those like third wave feminists who are like, sex work is actually exploitative of women.
Well, and then I know that there are a lot of feminists that strip and they think that it's empowering. I think it can be empowering, but I also think it's weird to like monetize sex. I think that messes with your head in a way.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think it can probably, just like monetizing comedy can mess with your head.
Yeah.
Yes. So if
But-
you're listening, please subscribe to our Patreon. Cowboyboys.rodeo is our website. Patreon.com/cowboyboys.
Yes, please,
For
for the love of
the
God.
uncensored, real.
Oh.
Sorry, you were saying?
But yeah, that whole thing is, I think when people are like, it's exploitative of women, and I'd be like, dude, working at fucking Burger King is exploitative of women.
Everything.
Like, what do you mean?
Having an alarm clock is exploitative. Having to wake up and do shit.
Yeah, dude.
Get in line, everybody. This is shit to do, and we all hate it.
California tried to do this thing where like I guess because like strippers have to pay money to work, and
Yeah.
they're like we don't like this. We want to treat them like workers. We want to give them health insurance benefits, everything.
Yeah.
And the problem with stripping is that it's this weird thing where like you are the product. So now they have dance quotas, And you have to
What?
you'll lose your benefits if you don't give X amount of dances and the amount of hours worked and everything. And now there's like all this bureaucratic stuff. It's actually way more
Dude,
exploitative.
I want that. I want
before.
the guy with the ticker at the front. Like, hey, you only gave that guy. He did not come from that lap dance, so you're gonna have to give 5 more.
Dude, here's the thing. You got to figure out the end of the month. It's like when cops have to give tickets to meet a quota. So you wait till the end of the month. You're like, all right, on the 18th, all the girls are desperate. And they're like, do you want to dance? And you're like, all I have is $10. She's like, fuck it. Let me grind on you. You're like, that's what I thought.
Amazing.
When
They're always trying to regulate stuff over like the condom rule for porn stars. Don't they
Oh.
like pass that law in
Yeah.
LA?
I thought you were going to say
Right.
the condom rule. Like, you can't wear a condom to the strip club.
It's fucking fascist Germany. I can't making me wear a condom everywhere.
I thought you were talking about the stealth law that we just
Oh
passed.
no, that's probably it. That's like one of those. Probably a good idea. I think
Yeah.
everyone's on board with that one.
Someone,
It's like, that's not illegal yet.
I didn't know what
Yeah.
it was.
Oh, well, good.
Someone
Yeah.
explained stealth, like, because I was going to sleep with someone, and then we, like, decided not to or whatever. 'Cause she was like, oh, I don't want to sleep with you in a hotel. I have bad memories. I was like, oh, yeah, I don't care. That's whatever. And then we were, like, just talking about it, making jokes, and then she was explained stealthing to me. And I was like, why does it have a cute name? That's rape. You're
Yeah.
describing rape.
So that's
like, what?
That's the where you just pull off the condom in after you've agreed.
Yeah,
you
you
both
put
agreed.
it on.
Yeah. To wear
Condom
one.
sex, and you're like, all right, I'll sign the forms.
Yeah,
Condom
yeah,
sex.
yeah.
And then you take it off stealthily.
Jesus
Without them
Christ.
knowing.
It's just like,
Yeah.
and that's when you
That
take your
doesn't
knife
sound
and you stab
cute.
them in the artery in their leg.
It sounds like you're being sneaky.
It does.
Like you're
Yes.
twirling your curled mustache
Oh, dude.
as you untwirl your condom. Just it's evil.
When I was in college, there was this guy who bragged he had this whole plan that he would like tell the girl that it broke, and then she would be like, "All right, well, we don't have to use it." He's like, "It's my only one," and he was like, "It works every time." I'm like, what a horrible thing to brag about.
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with people? Kill that person. I have like a legitimate anxiety because I hear about these people all the time, but I
Yeah.
never meet them. But I'm like, if I meet the guy who's like, yeah, I fucking take advantage, I stealth all the time, I would just immediately be like, I'm gonna kill you right now. I'm gonna fuck
Dude,
you up
is-
right
Wait
now.
a minute. Tell me if this is bad. 'Cause,
oh.
I might be guilty of this. You know when a woman is like, you don't need to wear a condom, and you're like, uh-oh.
Now I got.
And
Yeah.
then you stealth one on
yeah.
because you're like, I don't want to catch whatever she has because I may be guilty of that, and I don't want to be canceled. Are we recording? Yes. So.
Yeah. Dude.
you ever stealth a condom on?
I've had a girl stealth a condom onto me.
What? You
So-
wait, but that's like are you fucking magicians again?
Dude, no,
You just
no,
looked down and you're like,
no.
what the fuck?
I've never fucked a magician, and I would. Get at me. If you know magic.
Where did that come from?
No, dude, I'm not kidding. So here's what happened. I was gonna
Was
look
she
up this
hiding
girl.
one inside of her?
No, I was very. That would be so. Fun. I have another story about that though. So I was very young, and I was hooking up with this girl. Like we were making out, and things were getting crazy. And she's like, "Do you want to have sex or whatever?" Where were we? We were in somewhere like kind of public, and we were like
By the
in a
way,
back room.
When a girl says, "Do you want to have sex?" So hot.
Yeah.
I love that. I love when they ask that
No,
question.
dude, yeah, dude. Aggressive women.
Excuse me, sir. Would you like to have-
Incredibly
Do you
forward.
have time?
The more forward a woman is, better. So anyway, we were gonna hook up in like this like room in a house or whatever that we're not supposed to.
Those are
And
where
so I'm
rooms
laying on the
usually are.
ground. So like this is the point. It's like not planned. So in my mind I was like, oh my god, I'm about to have sex with this girl with no condom because we're just gonna hook up right now here in this place. I was like 25, and I was just like, oh, this is just gonna fucking happen. Oh my god.
Nice.
And then so we're getting ready to hook up. Like my shirt's still on. Like she pulls my pants down. She like has a skirt or whatever. So we're about to do it. I'm laying on the ground, and then she starts giving me head first, and it was really good. Like to the point that I was like,
Suspicious?
if you I was like, you gotta stop because it's gonna be over. And then so she does it, and then she and I was like, maybe we shouldn't have sex. Maybe this is what we should do instead. And I was kind of like really bouncing around, like, I don't think I should have sex with you without a condom, especially considering how aggressive you're being.
Yeah.
And I don't know where you were, and also I don't even know where I've been. Like this is bad. And then she jumped on, and I was like, and then she was like, come inside me, and I was like, Oh no! I don't. Should I do this? And
Yeah.
anyway, I made all the wrong decisions, and then she got off me, and then there was a condom on me, and I was like, "What? When did that get there?"
I feel like you have been hard. Like that
No.
is, you need to press charges against her.
I know.
For
Stealth.
reverse stealthing you.
Yeah. So anyway, what
I
happened?
thought I was going to come inside of you.
Yeah, dude. I was literally feeling so guilty that I made all these bad decisions, but it was so hot. And then afterwards, I was like, I got a free pass. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Truly, because when I wear a condom,
Did
I
you-
can't finish most of the time, and now I'm like, oh, it's a placebo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
I fucking hate my
you-
stupid brain is fucking me over.
Did you like be like, I want to marry you, and she's like, look at your finger, like, oh my god.
That'd be so funny.
There's like, the papers are already signed out.
There's a priest.
Yeah.
Did you watch? He was like, very nice. So apparently, what happened was.
Yeah, what happened to her?
She said, "Do you want to hook up?" And she was like pulling my pants down and stuff, and I was like kind of not paying attention. She literally pulled the condom out magician style, opened it, put it in her mouth, and did that super trick
Yeah,
where
yeah.
they like put it on with their
It's a
mouth.
good move.
Jesus.
And the Super Suck 9000 was like so crazy that I didn't even realize. And then she hopped on, and by the time it was all over,
You know
I was
how-
like, "Oh, you put a condom
You know
on
how
me."
they do that? You spit into the condom and then you.
What?
So now it's-
I was like, "How do you know that?"
Anyways,
Dude, it blew
Just a
my
little-
fucking mind. You activated that memory. I forgot that had happened.
I'm sorry you were reverse
I
stealth.
know, it was a reverse stealth. Terrible.
I didn't know
I should be a father.
girls are putting on condoms in their mouth. This is happening.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Oh
a,
yeah.
It's a okay.
Dude, there are some girls
If-
who are like,
If you have to wear a condom, you should have to put it on with a mouth.
yeah, dude,
That's
she.
just meet me halfway.
This girl was the Tony Hawk of blowjobs. She was crazy good. Like it was wild. So she had the techniques, you know. But yeah, it was crazy. I couldn't believe it. Also, horrible on me for making those bad decisions. I never learned my lessons. I just do bad things over and over again. Do you ever were you ever a kid and then you did something bad? Were you ever religious at all?
No.
So you never, but okay, so even if
That's
you weren't
why-
religious, did you ever kind of like make deals with God or think about it?
I would make deals with the devil. Actually, I don't know
Hell
why,
yeah.
but I'd be like, hey, I don't know why, but I was like, if this red light doesn't change in 3 seconds, I'm gonna sell my soul to the devil. I would constantly be doing that.
Wait,
Really?
How young were you when you made your first deal with the devil?
Maybe like 4.
That sucks to like lose your soul at 4
I know. and
over
I'm just
something
like-
so minuscule.
Yeah.
And he's just like, got him.
I
Next.
did- yeah, when I was like a Boy Scout, I denied Christ for a candy bar, and I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
I'm going
That's
to hell.
a little
Yeah.
better than a red light. At least. You got a
Yeah, no,
candy
it's true.
bar.
I got a
That'd be-
Snickers. It was fun size. It wasn't even full.
I'm holding out.
Huge bummer.
I'm holding out for like
King
a,
size.
like a
Yeah.
full Bitcoin or
Oh.
it's just something I can a nice nest egg, maybe like
A Bitcoin isn't even a nest egg. It's just like $20,000.
it's at an all time high right now. It's 70,000. But anyways, continue.
It's $76,000.
It's like 60, 70,000.
That's not a
Jeez.
nest egg, though.
For me and you, it is.
Okay, yeah.
don't
You know
know.
what? I concede the point. You're right. That is a lot for us, especially
So-
considering how we live.
You would always make deals with the devil.
Yes.
What was the best deal you made?
I don't really remember. I would just try to like predict things, or at least like know like, oh, like if I would win this game, like, oh, if I win this game, I get to keep my soul. If I don't, there was no benefit either.
Have you ever won your soul back? Are you in or are you up in the
Up,
black
am
or
I
in,
up with the
or in the black or in the red with the devil right now?
I think I might be in the red with the devil.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm calling some favors.
You
got
got
to
to
Yeah,
get
do we-
other
Savior
people's
Christ.
souls.
Yeah. Now I have to like.
Here's what you do. Well, you're supposed to collect other people's souls to trade for your soul back.
Oh,
Isn't
is that
that-
how that works?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Isn't
like,
that
I'll take
Spawn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the plot of Spawn. Also, yes.
And Ghost Rider?
Yeah. No. Ghost Rider.
Oh, he
doesn't-
hates bad. He hates Satan.
Yeah, no, he doesn't hate Satan. But he like has a whole thing where his whole thing is he gives penance. So like if however bad you are is as strong as he is to punish you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Ghost Rider would be not so strong against me because I'm a good guy.
Yeah. Me, but like that girl who stealthed the condom onto me,
Mhm.
he would just incinerate her instantly.
How
She
do you-
sounds like a great woman. I don't know what you're saying.
No, that's what. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's.
She had a.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive she had the word psycho tattooed on her ass.
Hell yeah.
So she was pretty cool.
She sounds awesome.
And a Hatchet Man tattoo. I know that for
Oh,
sure.
Shit, Juggalo.
Yeah. Juggalette, you mean?
Mm.
Don't misgender the juggalo.
I don't know what her gender was.
What is a juggle they? Like, how do you? What would
A
that?
juggler.
Oh,
Would
there
just
it
be a
is.
Juggler?
Yeah, no, you're right.
It's, are they them
A
juggler?
juggaloo.
No, ooh is usually a juggalay, I think. A juggalay or a juggler.
Juggalem.
Juggalem.
Juggalem, juggalay.
Mm.
My pronouns are juggalem, juggalay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
They're all going to Red Lobster, I think, this week.
What?
Yeah, there's like a Juggalo Red Lobster situation. People kept sending it to me. They're like, "Hey, we want you to know
Yeah,
about
you
this."
should fucking go.
I know.
Wait, what is it?
Wait, where?
It's at at all Red Lobsters. Just like
Is there a Red Lobster in town?
I think
I
so.
gotta fucking look
Let's
one
see.
up. If there's, should we go in
Look at-
Juggalo face paint? We're the only
Yeah.
two there in Juggalo makeup, just being like, dude, Red Lobster.
Is this an official? Because a lot of
Let me
like
see.
companies are trying to be like cool with online bullshit now. You know how like Wendy's and their Twitter account made corporations in with it, and so
Yeah.
now you will see those ad campaigns where they'll be like, "Yeah, fucking show up in Juggalo face paint, wink, wink. Please don't, but if you do, we'll take your money."
Yeah,
like
I, mean,
that.
I don't know if it's people just like anything Red Lobster. Everyone sends it to me.
There's a
What's
fucking,
that?
there's
What?
a Times Square Red Lobster.
Yeah,
Should we go?
The Red Lobster.
yeah.
We
That's-
have to go.
How did
Obvious.
you form this relationship with Red Lobster?
I think it started as a joke about like Red Lobster, and then it ended up becoming like a serious thing. And then like every birthday, I get like all these like gift cards for Red Lobster.
That's a good grift.
Yeah, it's I got to tour the headquarters.
Do you what?
Yeah,
Where's the headquarters of Red Lobster?
it's in Orlando,
Oh, nice.
and it's like right next to the mayor's office. So
Are
we're
you-
like, why do they have a direct line to the mayor?
Oh.
Well, he's got to get
Well,
his lobster.
you
Yeah.
have a direct line to the mayor.
Now I do. Yeah,
Do you like Red Lobster?
I love it.
What's
yeah,
your favorite item on the menu?
coconut shrimp.
That's what.
Yeah, with pina colada sauce.
You heard it here. Sponsored Red
With,
Lobster.
yeah, no, they will. They
Oh.
refuse to sponsor me. I'm like literally giving them so much free advertisement.
And,
And,
they get a little bit more.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah,
Red Lobster. What if we did an ad read for Red
Yeah.
Lobster? We would have just like we had a Manscaped sponsor the
Whoa,
podcast.
whoa! We don't say their
Oh,
name
wait,
anymore.
wait. You gotta.
gotta
Sorry,
bleep
I
that.
made work for
Yeah.
you. Now you have to bleep that.
Uh,
Sorry. Anyway, a certain shaving company sponsored us once, and we said that Hitler would have used it had he had it.
To,
You
like,
know, he
shave
has
a
a very
little.
he had a very tight mustache.
yeah.
And we were like, you could use it to do one of those on your penis, the Michael Jordan mustache on your
Yeah.
Yeah.
Schwanz, which is also known as a landing strip. But come on, don't pretend like it's not Hitler's mustache above your vagina.
Just a
ladies.
long Hitler mustache.
Yeah, dude, it's just like a Hitler and a real long face. That's what a landing strip is. Dude, that's so funny. Call Hitler's mustache a landing strip.
That's
But
what he called it too.
yeah.
My little landing
I
strip.
wish, dude. I wish the German was still here so we could know how to say landing
Yeah,
strip
wait,
in
wait.
German.
I'll ask her.
Okay. That's so funny. But yeah, anyway, so if we did an ad read, it would probably not go well. We get people who ask us to do ads sometimes. They're just so bad. This one group was like, hey, we're a conservative hair care company for
we
men.
don't-
I would have done
I was
that.
like, what are you fucking talking about? Why is this a part of it? Like, why is shampoo and not being woke together?
Here's the problem. They contacted you, which shows they're not a fan of the podcast. If they
Yeah, yeah,
contacted
yeah.
me, they would have gotten on.
Because you're selling out.
Yeah,
immediately.
well,
yeah.
He has no morals.
I have
Yeah.
conservative Christian, Judeo-Christian values.
So,
And that's, so, yeah, give me your money. I'll fucking say anything.
and it will work in great with your New York Post headlines.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they were like, literally their pitch to me was, because, they'll message you on Instagram or whatever, the verified account. They messaged me and they were like, it literally was like, yo, what's up, Shayne? We're a hair care product that doesn't care what people say or
Yeah.
something. We believe in the Second Amendment. And I was
Fuck
just
yeah.
like, that's cool. But like, it's just like so weird. Like, dude, you fucking do hair care. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
That's a good grift, like with the coffee. There's like right-wing coffee places and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
If you just have a generic bullshit item that you
could be.
can make, and you're like, but what if we made it controversial? It's
yeah,
just,
yeah.
There's
We
a
sell- oh.
there's like a popcorn company that's in Orlando that's like the Let's Go Brandon thing. It says
Yeah.
Let's Go Brandon. It's $50 and it's for popcorn.
Dude.
That's so funny.
See,
It's
I love capitalism so much.
When I was
It's just-
dude, when I was I did a show in Michigan, in like a rural Michigan, and so it's like a lot of conservatives, and a lot of my fans are like not like politically active conservatives, like just regular people, like yeah, I vote red, it's just what I do type of conservatives. And so that I'm hanging out, and it's like all cowboys and like rednecks and shit, like rural Michigan. These are like
Real salt to the earth people.
for real, like
Real Americans.
Kid
Rock fans.
ill-fitting pants with rhinestones on them type people.
Hell
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So like my people, I love. There's the funnest people to perform for
Mm-hmm.
on earth. So I'm sitting there while my opener's on stage, and there's like a bar in the back of the room, and then this room that's full of people, and humble brag, and then so I'm standing there in line, and there's all these like named drinks, and one of them is Let's Go Brandon. And so there's this guy, the cowboy hat, like this very clearly conservative, like, and he's like, "Let's go Brandon." What is that? And he goes, "Is that?"
Is Brandon
What is-
some
and then-
gay guy?
Literally, he was like, "What the hell is this? Some kind of thing?" And then some girl's like, "It's political," and he was like, "What do you mean political?" And she was like, "I don't know. I just know that it's political."
Yeah.
And literally, he was like, "How is this political?"
I ain't drinking a drink named after a man.
And then
Like-
the lady behind the counter was like, they did it in NASCAR. They said, "Let's go Brandon," and then the guy said, "Let's go Brandon," but they were saying, "Fuck Joe Biden." And the guy goes,
yeah.
"The fucks?" He goes, "That's gay." And like literally, he was like, "This shit is lame."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Give me a regular drink."
Yeah.
And he ordered because he wanted to
And he-
wanted to order it, but
He ordered a sex on the beach, right?
He literally ordered a different drink, and he was just like, it was just so funny to watch a guy who clearly hates Joe Biden, is probably voted for Trump and stuff, find out about Let's Go Brandon, 'cause he's obviously not on social media,
Yeah.
and just be like, "That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life," and just be like, "Don't be fucking lame, just say it." And then he bought something else and just walked away, and I was like, that interaction weirdly healed me in such a way I cannot describe.
He ordered a peach margarita.
I don't know what he ordered. He ended up ordering like something fruity for sure.
Hell yeah.
He didn't give a fuck, dude. That guy was a man. But I just love the idea that he didn't know what Let's Go Brandon was. Someone was like, "It's political," and they're like, "It stands for fuck Joe Biden," and he's like, "Just fucking say it."
yeah. For a group of people that hate censorship, it's weird that they're like kind of censoring themselves by doing that.
Well, I think it's
Yeah.
cute. They
Yeah,
think
I
that
don't know.
they think that they're like, "We have a joke." You ever have a
And
friend who
it's-
can't make jokes? They finally get one, and they're like, "I'm gonna tell it for the rest of my life."
You ever see a comedian? Who
yeah. No, I'm referencing some.
They,
yeah.
they get a line and they're like, "That's it. The next, I don't have to do writing for the next decade." I don't think that they. I think that group of people, because like very far left people hate Joe Biden and very far right.
I feel like
people,
most people hate Joe Biden. Like no
Yeah,
one's really
most-
offended by that. They're like, "Oh yeah, he's
I think
not a
it's
first
just
pick."
that very
Yeah.
center demographic of
Yeah.
like dorky Christian America that are just like, don't use any damn curse word like that. It's just,
There's also a lot of people who
Yeah.
just think that it's like a big, like, "Oh, we're
Yeah,
triggering everybody. We got them. It's funny." And it's like,
you know, like
I guess if you're having a good time, but it's so dorky.
Yeah.
Just like make some like, I love when people are like complaining about like Kathy. Is it Kathy Griffin? She like held
with the
Trump's
head?
up,
Yeah.
and it's like,
That was
do
cool.
it too. Yeah, it was cool. Fuck it, do it also.
Yeah.
Cut Joe Biden's head off in a video game. That's what I mean. You know,
no, have
fake.
no,
dude.
have
Yeah.
a paper mache
yeah,
Joe
yeah,
Biden
yeah.
head.
There it is. That's
But
what I want to say.
don't get fake outrage when because that's what all the fake outrage for Kathy Griffin was just like, "Oh, she's gonna kill the president." It's like I wish she would. That would be cool.
That
I
would
wish
be wild.
we need another we need another Six Senpai Tyrannus where a dancing theater kid kills the president.
It would be sick as fuck, dude.
Just to rile the news up a little bit. It's kind of getting slow.
Yeah. I love the idea. I love that also that story's so crazy because people were like, John Wilkes Booth was gay. And then
Yeah.
and then
A jilted lover, if you will.
and then
if you believe my version of history.
well, Abraham Lincoln wrote to him as a fan.
Mm-hmm.
And then Abraham
That's-
Abraham Lincoln was also bisexual.
That's what
That's what I heard. He never slept with his wife. He slept with his friend.
he used to sleep with his friend.
Yeah.
his cute friend.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Over
yeah.
his-
He was hot.
Have you seen his wife?
Well, by all
Yeah.
accounts, his wife was like mean.
I heard she was like a drug addict too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, she wasn't
Yeah.
nice. Well, she was married to a guy who was pounding out his best friend. It's gotta
So
be
it's
rough
like-
on you.
Yeah, that is fair.
You know?
Let her smoke some opium.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But and then
shot.
she was the one who was like, "Let's go to the theater." And he's like, "I don't want to." And she's like, "What kind of gay guy are you? Let's go to the theater." And he's like, "Fine." And he got shot in the back of the head with a dumb
Dude, you
pistol.
know,
Didn't
I-
even kill him instantly.
I think she set it up.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
She was
you
like,
think so?
she found one of the letters.
She
John
told-
Wilkes
She's
Booth.
like, yeah.
Hey,
was like, I want to suck your dick, and she got so mad.
She
That
told
she's
John.
like-
She's like, "Hey, just so you know, the president
Yeah,
isn't
if you wanna
just
suck
sucking
his-
your dick. He's sucking everyone's dick."
If you want to suck his dick, he'll be here at this date in this booth. And then he showed up and shot her. And she's like, no, that's not what I meant. No, that's the wrong kind of head.
He didn't actually say "sic semper tyrannis."
No?
He said "suck."
Oh.
Oh, no, I can do
Oh,
it.
you
Hold
got it.
on.
You can
There's
do it
two
Latin.
more. Suck. Fuck, I can't. I don't know. Where he said something about sucking dick though. There's something.
And it
If
was
I had
Latin.
time,
Yeah.
if I worked at the New York Post, I could
Yeah.
really suss this joke out and get it out for you guys. But this is free, so what do you want from us?
Suck, simp.
Sucks.
Suck,
sucks.
simp, this dick is.
There it is. You know what?
There it is.
I'll take it. That's as good as we can do as a group. 3 professional comedians. That
Yeah,
seems
whoa, whoa.
about
I'm
right.
not a professional. Madison, if you could kill any world leader, and you want to look into the camera while you do this.
Okay.
Who would you pick?
All right.
Living or dead? We can make this
Oh.
historical if you want.
Well, no, because then if it's dead, it's obviously. I feel like it has to be Hitler.
No,
also. It doesn't
no.
have to
In
be?
fact, Hitler's not allowed.
He's not allowed.
No, because there's in our timeline,
Yeah.
because you
Yeah,
can't kill Hitler. Listen, it's
Yeah.
already been a whole thing. You can't kill
Yeah.
Hitler. You have to kidnap Hitler as a baby, raise Hitler to kill himself, and then send baby Hitler back into time
It's a
to
whole
kill
thing.
himself. It's a whole thing.
It's okay.
Do
Yeah.
not steal our script.
Yeah, you
Okay, I
can't
won't.
steal our script. Hitler killing Hitler.
It's fucked up because I voted for Biden, but I would probably kill Biden because
Ooh.
I think that's the only way we'll get a female president. I think is if like
Oh,
Yeah.
if Kamala's
we,
the
we
president.
had
Yeah.
one, yeah,
Do
yesterday.
you want her to be the president?
yeah, I think she'll be. I honestly like people are like, oh, she's a cop, and they're mad that like she didn't do enough for like racial reform, but also I don't think she had a high enough ranking to like actually make a meaningful change, and it seems weird to like put it on one person for not eradicating
The
racism
vice
in
president is kind of a placeholder position.
Yeah,
A little bit.
She was the president officially
No, when she was-
yesterday
I-
or the day before.
people have a lot of criticism when she was the attorney general of California. I believe that's her position. That's like
Oh.
where she gets most of her criticism is how she handled that.
Yeah.
But I don't think she had a lot of power in that situation.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I don't know what the attorney general does.
I don't know either.
Don't they were like in charge of all the high profile crimes and
Yeah.
like organizing all the lawyers and whatever's going on in
All
the
right.
state. So like I think if Epstein flies to your state, is you as the attorney general are like, hey, we're not going to prosecute you unless you really make it
Yeah.
obvious, and we have to. My hands are tied.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
was
they-
the guy from Florida when he was the first time they prosecuted him, and
Yeah.
he's like, "How did you get caught?
Yeah.
Now I have to let you go, and I'm gonna look all weird.
Yeah.
Better
There's,
not get caught again."
there's still streets in West Palm Beach that are named after Epstein. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Because he was putting so much money in the city that they were like naming streets after him.
Fucking
There's
hell,
like Epstein
dude.
Loop.
It's just the Epstein loop.
Look, if you live in Florida and want to steal me a sign for Christmas, I will be eternally grateful for an official Epstein street sign.
Oh, that would be funny.
I think that's a federal crime to steal a sign.
Yeah, it is. We've all done it though.
Yeah.
What's the worst crime you've ever committed,
The
Madison?
worst crime I ever committed?
Yeah.
trying to think. I don't feel like haven't really done a lot of crimes.
No?
What?
I did.
Threatening to kill the president is a crime, by the way.
Yeah, just that was probably pretty bad.
We do it all the time, though. It's like earlier when I said they should cut the president Joe Biden's head off, and I didn't have a second part of the sentence, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Hold on, I gotta wait a minute. No, I don't mean it like that."
A comedian should.
We say we're gonna kill the queen all the time.
She's,
Oh, really?
She's
Have you watched The Crown?
she's dying right now.
She's dying right now, or
Yeah.
she's getting a Brazilian butt lift, according to Twitter.
Oh, really?
There's no way to know.
There's no.
So I mean, she is single now. So
Yeah.
she's got to get. Maybe she's getting. You know how they
Gotta get hot.
can do? They can do injections into your pussy. Have you
Yeah.
ever seen that? I know someone who got one recently, and I was like, "Why? What? What?"
What do you mean injections?
Who's
like
that
Botox or like stem cells? Or?
I don't know. I don't know what they're injecting, but it's like pussy rejuvenation.
When
Big quotation marks around rejuvenate. I don't know. What is there to rejuvenate?
the place I was getting for fillers, someone did call and they were asking if they get fillers in their pussy lips, and she was
Nice.
like, very hard no. She's like, no, we don't do
no.
that. So I don't.
Filler in your pussy lips.
You
That's
can't do
different.
that. Yeah.
Why
you
not?
I guess you can't put it there. I
Who
don't know. I don't
wants
know if you put it.
thicker pussy lips.
Who doesn't?
This is where we diverge. Listen, what do I want to say here? I feel like I'm treading on weird ground. I don't know. Listen, as a guy, I probably shouldn't have a lot of opinions about pussies, but
I want to get filler on my balls.
dude, yeah.
Just maybe on the ball skin, get Botox,
Mhm.
make them all smooth and tight. I want to get the wrinkles out of my balls.
You need filler. A Botox will
okay.
just paralyze your balls.
That could be good.
That could be
Yeah,
good,
that
though.
could be-
Hold on now. You're on to something.
Yes.
Wait a minute now.
If I wasn't worried about those guys, woo.
Oh,
You'd
my
be-
God. I would be capable of anything. It's like women, how are you not making more money than us? You have no balls to stop you. You know what I mean? You're just so free.
They have other sensitive areas. They're not as free. They just have more armor around their sensitive areas. Ours are just hanging in the wind.
True. Also, we don't have periods. That helps.
I don't follow, but
I'm just saying, as far as disadvantages come to our balls.
no, I saw a TikTok about some lady getting a pussy rejuvenation thing.
How were they injecting something, or how are
she
they
was-
doing it?
She was really vague. I feel
Yeah.
like it was like a tightening. Like she said that it was the same thing that they would do on your face. However, they maybe would like use light. She's like, "Hey, that machine, could you do it on my hoo-ha?" And they were like, "Actually, yeah." And then
Wow.
she's like, "What? Can we do it now?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm not busy." So she did it.
She just blast your pussy with ultraviolet light.
Yeah, or something. And she said that she couldn't stick anything there for 3 days, but made it a little tighter. I don't know for how long,
Yeah.
but
That's the thing. It's
like
Wow.
anniversary gift
make
or
it-
Christmas. It'd be a good gift for.
See, I have such a tiny vagina, and now it's worthless because I'm only with women. So I'm like, there's no even point. Like, if anything, they're just like, oh, I don't care.
what a waste
What
of
a
a
waste.
pussy.
Yeah.
usually-
Wow,
how it goes.
terrible.
It's like
It's
how I
like-
have no gag reflex. It's wasted.
It's also like how how I never pleasure women. So it's like
Yeah.
no one's happy to be with me, and so it is a waste.
I think women will appreciate it.
And if anything, she's like, I can only fit one finger in there, and I'm like, well, that'd be.
Is she annoyed by this?
No, she's like, it's hard to work around in there.
She comes up with a hard hat and a light on.
Yeah.
She's like, "Hey, it's crazy in there, dude."
It's like when you have to
I
work
fucking
on a
can't
house
breathe.
and there's a small crawl space.
She's like spelunking, like those guys who have to get like a cave diver and they have to crawl through with the tanks. She's like, "It's fucking tough down there." I don't know what to tell you. You can train it though, can't you? Truly, I am 35 and don't understand how vaginas work. I spent
Dude.
so much time inside of them, and I don't know.
Well, you don't know how a car engine works, but you can still drive a car.
There's
Boom.
that, there you go.
So-
I thought you were gonna say
You don't need.
I still fuck them sometimes.
Yes. As long as You don't
I don't
need
know
it.
how it works, but I can fuck it, dude. For sure I can.
As long as you get across the finish line, you don't
There
need
you
to
go.
know the internal mechanisms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people don't know how their own bodies work. Again,
That is true.
That's the thing. I don't really even
boom,
know how
I don't know
but
how
yeah.
mine works. I don't. We have a big debate about butthole elasticity all the time.
Oh, this is a good point. Do you think your butthole gets looser over time if you use it too much, or do you think an 80-year-old?
Permanently looser.
I think it gets permanently looser.
Thank you.
But I do think. Have you ever heard of the thing that you have to do if it prolapses?
Yeah, where they. Well, I know they do this for when you have a baby. The
Yeah.
doctor will fist your uterus back up, and if your uterus prolapses,
That happened to my stepdad's mom. Her but not even like.
that happens like commonly. I think maybe sometimes.
For her, it just like happened. It was with birth. It makes sense. For her,
Yeah.
it just like happened on like a
Baby
Tuesday.
comes out just holding on
Yeah.
to it. Hey, I have this for you. No, that goes up there. What the fuck, baby?
I would love to do a medical fisting.
She's now I have
and then write that down on the bill.
$4,000.
$4,000. So can they fix your butthole if your butthole prolapses?
Well, I was trying to someone who's like an emergency nurse, and they said they sprinkle a little bit of sugar on it,
What?
and then they push it back in. I guess it like makes it contract. And I was like, who the
Sugar?
fuck found that out? Who's like, let's put sugar on
They
it.
were someone. Well, come on, we know
yeah.
how. We know how.
I think a gay scientist, a pioneered that trick. Damn, I mean, anyone could use that.
Yeah,
That's good to know.
This is now informative.
I'm not like a food sex guy. Food and sex should be very separate.
Yeah, I don't. There was a girl at Mons Venus. It's a strip club that's in Orlando, and she used to put soft serve ice cream in her vagina and have
Ooh.
little spoons, and guys would come up and
Oh.
eat the serving spoons.
Would
out
she
of
like
it.
spin around, like do the little swirl in the cone?
Yeah, they'd be-
I would do a cone. I don't like the spoon, but just the.
Just so that way it's
and
just.
Then, and then where do you dip the chocolate for the coating?
You know where you dip the chocolate.
Yeah, you
The
do.
hot chocolate coating that
You do.
condenses when it cools down.
Just imagining a woman with her legs completely open. You know how in Cold Stone when they've got the like the fucking
Yeah.
like things and she's spreading ice cream around her pussy, mixing it up. You're like, can I actually have nuts in there? I'm sorry to bother you. Can I get sprinkles also? She's like, that's extra. You're like, I know, it's fine. She's like making it on her pussy. It's gross. I had a girl once be like, eat me out with whipped cream. And I started to do it. And I was literally like, I love it. Like, I'm a big pervert. So, like,
Yeah.
I like being down there. But I was like, ugh, like, I can't. It's like, I can't eat and do this. Bitch, one or the other.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
it's too many
Disgusting.
things.
What do you think the worst food you could put on a pussy is?
This
I
is
would
such a
say
good question. By
I would
the way.
do. I think the worst food you could do is what are those?
Pig's feet.
No, what are the? Like a hot skillet that they come out and it's still on
Oh,
fire.
you're
at the
talking
restaurant?
about. This is the differences between you and I. You thought of the worst food for her. I thought of the worst food for me. I'm
then-
imagining you're going down on a woman, and then you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna do the super pro fingers and mouth move." You go to put your fingers, and you're like, "Is there something in here?" And then you like kind of open her pussy up a little bit, and then a pig's foot comes out, and you're like, "Well, I'm out.
Well,
I gotta get out of here.
like-
Sorry,
I like
forgot
pig's
something."
feet. Pickled pig's feet, delicious. I'm imagining me going down on a woman, and then you hear the debate. What are the double doors open, and everyone else turns around to look. They're like, oh.
Coleslaw would be pretty bad.
I like coleslaw too. Both of you
Ah.
guys' food.
I hate coleslaw. So grossed out by it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think potato salad would be grosser.
Ugh. Anything with mayonnaise is just gross. But the
Yeah.
coleslaw's what? Isn't that just like lettuce and mayonnaise?
Yeah.
If it were just shoving that up there.
Ugh, see, your thing with mayonnaise is showing right
Yeah.
now.
I don't think
It
they would-
really anything just
Yeah.
shoved up there that's like loose. Dude, there was this one girl.
Yeah.
You guys reminded me of this fucking story. She got sick. And so I was dating a girl when I was like 19.
Mhm.
And her best friend was really Mormon.
Mhm.
And her Mormon best friend would like come to us, like the gross like sinners that have like, tattoos and colored hair or whatever, and be like, I need to know more about sex. And we were like, what do you want to know?
Yeah.
Because we'd be fucking, right? And so anyway, one day she's like, she wants to experiment more, but she didn't have like sex toys or anything. So she had her boyfriend like fuck her with a flashlight.
Oh my god.
like
which
the old
is like-
mag lights.
I don't know. I'm gonna guess maybe yes.
It'd be funny if he turned it on inside of her. And
Well,
it would, like,
oh.
shoot.
She opens her mouth and it
It's
like,
like a
beams
beacon.
out.
That'd be a cool trick.
But so she
Wait, do you think you could like put a flashlight in someone's butt and then do shadow puppets in their pussy? See it on their belly, like just illuminating.
Maybe.
What if you had like a really high powered light?
Yeah.
Because you see your dick inside someone.
Oh, that'd be
Oh,
cool.
that'd be
That-
pretty neat. I want to be like Kanye rich and then just be like, can we have an X-ray of my penis inside of you just for
There were
science?
some artists who made like a bunch of X-ray video, CAT
Oh,
scan
I'm sure.
videos.
Of people fucking. Yeah.
Artists.
Yeah.
What
I
a-
do
like-
remember seeing those and being like, this is weirdly
Dude,
hot to
What a
me.
great scam to be an artist. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
It's
I need nude models to suck my dick in this CAT scan machine.
Literally every fucking
Concept art.
every guy who's like, I'm a photographer.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
you bought lights on Amazon and you have a DSLR
Yeah.
and you just like and then girls who are like, I want to be a model, but they don't want to like do it.
Yeah.
So
or
then,
pay money.
and then they're so now they're in this like weird parasitic relationship with a creepy guy.
Great
where they're
fucking
just getting,
scam.
dude, it's such a good scam. I used to.
If you're a loser with no personality,
That's what you should do.
and you could just get a disposable camera.
Mhm.
It's that easy.
It's so fun. I've been like vocally against dudes who just like take. I'm just like, have a woman take photos of you.
Yeah.
Like, why would you ever let a random guy take photos of you?
No.
Because it's free. Well, if it's free, what do you think he's doing it for? Exposure? Yeah, exposing your tits.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that. But I'm trying to think of now. I'm back on vagina.
You were
food.
talking about that girl putting a
Oh
flashlight in her
yeah,
pussy.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, she got kind of sick one day, and she's like, me and my boyfriend had been fooling around in the car, like on the side of the road, and then he took a bunch of coins and pushed and fingered them into me.
What the fuck?
Loose
And I was like-
or like the roll.
No, the loose
a,
coins.
A roll
dude.
of coins might
He was
actually.
Oh my
throwing-
god.
He was throwing quarters in her like she was a Miss Pac-Man machine, dude,
Yeah.
like she was Galaga, and he fingered the coins up in because they're just like Mormon and they're just like doing like weird shit to experiment
Oh my
because.
God.
I don't know. I guess they were just being weird. You know what I mean? Like, because you don't have a grasp on
Yeah.
your sexuality, so you're just kind of like, whatever. Is
Yeah.
this something? You know? Whereas if you, like, have any amount of sexual intelligence before you begin having sex, you go, well, this is what people do.
Mhm.
This is what's out of the boundaries of normal, and so I know to be wary. They were just like, well, now we fucking everything is okay because we don't know any better.
Mhm.
So they were like doing all kinds of weird. They tried anal before they lost their virginity, like all kinds
Very
of crazy
common.
shit. Very common in
Yeah.
Utah. But anyway, he fingered coins up into her, and then she got sick from it. I was like, yeah, if I lost $1.76 inside a woman, like, yeah, she's gonna not feel good. And money is gross.
Oh my god. Did one get stuck? Because sometimes things get stuck up there.
Yeah,
People get
yeah,
sick.
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, this is the only this is a story that she has told, so I feel comfortable telling it. The only person I've ever been in love with hooked up with a guy, and then they lost the condom, and she was like, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then they figured like her dog took it or something. And then she hooked up with another guy, and he lost the condom. She's hooking up with guys with small dicks, apparently. I don't know.
They were just
I don't
losing
know. It's
condoms.
Hey, that,
So then, and then he realized it right away and was like, "Oh fuck, the condom came off inside of you," which is something that happens sometimes. And he goes, "Okay," and he went in there to find it, and then he pulled out 2 condoms. He pulled out the other guy's condom also.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyway, I was in love with this woman.
You're like, I will marry
I
you.
heard that story. It was like, I want to be with you forever.
and you were like, we can't do condoms.
yeah. No, we
Just
never
no,
did. Fucking
sorry.
hell yeah, dude.
You can't be trusted. You'll just lose them.
But how fucked up is that to be a guy that's like, I gotta find my condom, and then you pull out 2 and you go,
You know what? That might make you feel better because you know she's practicing safe sex.
yeah, you know,
Like-
You're like, all right,
There
she's
it
twice
is.
as safe.
There it is. So
Have you ever lost anything up there?
No, I
Because you
have
said you can.
I have a
Secondhand knowledge.
my first
Yeah.
gynecologist was like very unprofessional,
Oh.
and she would like every time I
lose
come
coins
in.
inside you, you know?
Was this
She's just like,
was this an actual gynecologist or like a street? Was it like a guy with a cardboard box, like free mammograms?
Dr. Nick type.
Dr. MacArthur.
Yeah.
It was like I went there. I was like 16, and she was like, "Oh my god, you wouldn't believe what I saw today." This girl had herpes. It looked like she had boiling water all
She was
down her
telling
pussy.
you.
Yeah, she was like, "It's crazy."
Oh, the
She was
last
like, "You probably
one.
saw her in the waiting room." She was like telling me all this. I was like,
Jesus
"Yeah."
Christ.
She was like violating every medical code of
Yeah.
conduct. She would tell me about
she
like
smoking
sex she was
cigarettes in
having.
the office?
Basically.
All right, whip it out.
You want a
She
Percocet?
had a
Like, all right, I'm gonna do this.
She told me she got her boobs done while she was awake, which is crazy to me because they
Dude,
cut this.
Trooper.
Yeah, like all this tendons and stuff. It's crazy. I've watched the surgery. It's awful. But she would tell me that people would get things stuck up there. And this one girl, she got a tampon stuck up there and got like
Yeah.
a horrible, like she was like really sick.
Toxic shock.
Yeah, and she had to go in and like they had to like try to get it out, and it took forever.
Thank God it wasn't you.
Yeah.
She just get lost. She's just like, we lost her. She'll never come back.
Yeah.
What's that one cavern that gives me anxiety that the guy died in?
Nutty Putty
the
Cave.
Nutty Putty Cave.
That's
That's
what
what
it's
we're gonna
called?
call your pussy.
It's
from now on.
It's it's this Mormon guy in Utah who was exploring an unknown part of a cave and
Yeah.
he got stuck upside down.
Jesus
And
Christ.
he got stuck for so long. It was like 24, 48 hours. And they're like, well, the only way we can get you out is if we break your legs and a bunch of bones in your body. And he was already like dead by that time.
Yeah.
Because all the blood was rushing to his head. And so then he died. And they're like, so we'll seal off that part of the cave now.
Yeah, because
Oh
there's
my
no way to
God.
get it. Because
Yeah.
it was like
It's
this
like upside
crazy
down.
thing you have to crawl through.
Oh, okay.
And it's so small.
It was like a
And
one-way
he
cave.
thought he was crawling through one part, but he was in a different part, and there was just like no way to get out. Like he couldn't go forward. It's just so the idea that you would squeeze into a space underground is fucking stupid to me. But anyway, so yeah,
That's what your
it's
pussy's
like this
like,
really
yeah,
forever.
that's what I'm
tight
saying. It's
cave.
gonna
So
happen.
that's
That girl
your-
I'm seeing, she's
that's
gonna,
your
she's
pussy.
gonna be
Yeah,
stuck up there.
You just get someone lost, and then they're like, we just got to seal it off. We just got to cement it. No one else is allowed down there. A guy is dead. It's a tomb now.
Look up Nutty Putty Cave.
It's
on
really-
YouTube.
No,
It's a fun.
It
view.
actually gives me so much anxiety.
As soon as you end this podcast,
And then listen to the Patreon after because you're gonna need some levity in your life because it's the worst, most horrific thing possible.
yeah. You got anything to plug or anything?
Madison PI. I have my PI license and I have a podcast.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Wait, do you want to talk about that now? Or,
Yeah, I-
or-
Well, we can talk about it on the Patreon.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Yeah,
You're a
let's-
private investigator.
Yeah.
Cool. What else?
And then I have the Bummer Shop. I sell booty shorts with sad facts on the ass.
The Bummer Shop. Where
Yeah.
do they find that?
Thebummershop.com.
.com.
The Bummer Shop.
Yeah.
And then
It's a really good name.
just where can they find you online?
At Madison Sinclair on Instagram and pretty much everything else.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're popular on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm big on TikTok.
Also-
Madison Comedy on TikTok because Madison Sinclair was taken.
Damn.
So,
That's
yeah.
fucked up. Was it the fat ass white girl?
It was
Yeah.
Before she died, she
Before
made
she
TikTok.
died, she made a TikTok.
R.I.P. to a real one.
Yeah.
No, it's like they're like 12-year-olds. So
Oh, have
I
you
mean-
ever? You message them and be like, "I'll give you $20 if you let me have the name."
I should, or because they're probably I'm gonna die before them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't. Just,
You're
or,
their fat ass white girl.
I know.
They're just waiting you out. One day they'll be talking. They'll be like, "Yeah, Madison's dead."
Yeah,
Just
so-
a very matter of fact.
My parents named me after seeing this name on a comedy store as we drove by. She's dead. So now I have this name.
Crazy fact about this lady: she died. Someone lost something inside of her. Toxic shock syndrome. Tiniest pussy.
Well, Madison, you got anything to plug?
Oh, come to see me, Diego, Mike, and Mac in Rutherford, New Jersey. Also, I'll say this for only the podcast people. We also might, on one of those days, be going to American Dream Water Park to surf
Ooh.
and ride water slides. So possibly, if you go to the water park during the day, you'll see us.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. I'm fucking stoked.
And eat at Red Lobster. That's all I have.
Yeah,
Hell
do
yeah.
it.
Get the shrimp scampi. Is that one of their menu
No,
items?
coconut. Yeah, that is. But I like the coconut shrimp.
You like the coconut. What do
Yeah.
you like there?
Dude, what did I have
You
when
like
we went?
you like
think we
imitation
shared.
crab.
Fuck, we did
Yeah, I
share.
think
No,
we-
no. I had scallops.
Okay, you had scallops.
They were okay. I'm gonna pick a different one. I like the biscuits the most, though.
And then we had loaded baked potatoes.
Oh fuck yeah,
Yes.
we did. Loaded baked potatoes are so good. Red Lobster slaps.
It really
Awesome.
does.
Thank you for joining us, Madison
course, thanks for having me.
Sinclair. This is the podcast.
All right,
This is-
fucking
Rate-
yeehaw. Wait.
I was gonna say rate and review us.
Oh yeah, do that. That's important, I
Oh.
guess.
Or do whatever. You all know what it is. Yeah, just yeehaw. See ya.
I have to pee so bad. Bye.
Bye.